ever have that feeling in your business where it feels like a total whirlwind of activity, but you're not actually getting anywhere? You're doing all the things, you're running the ads, you're posting online, but it just feels like you're spinning your wheels. Well, today we're going to talk about how connecting your social media to a central hub like GoHighLevel can take all that chaos and turn it into a smart, automated engine for growth. So here's the game plan. We'll kick things off by talking about a problem that so many businesses fall into, what we're calling the busy agency trap. Then we'll talk about making the shift from chaos to control by really breaking down the anatomy of an automation. After that, we'll walk through a real-world example of connecting your digital world. And finally, we'll get into the true power of what having a system can do for you. All right, first things first, we've got to diagnose the problem. The busy agency trap. It's that super frustrating place to be where everyone is working their tails off, effort is through the roof, but real scalable progress just always feels out of reach. Let's see if this sounds a little too familiar. Seriously, does this hit close to home? Your team is completely maxed out, you're totally swamped, and it just feels like you're on a hamster wheel, running faster and faster, but going absolutely nowhere. If that's you, trust me, you are not alone. So what does this chaos actually look like day to day? Well, it looks like those hot leads you got from your social media ads. Poof, they go cold because the follow-up was just too slow. Or maybe critical client details get totally buried in an ocean of DMs and messages. It is the classic case of tons of activity, but frustratingly little progress. The problem isn't a lack of effort, it's the lack of a system. And I love this quote because it just hits the nail on the head. All that amazing effort from you and your team, it's like pouring water into a leaky bucket. Without a solid process to actually capture it, all that valuable energy and your potential clients just drain right away. Your manual processes, those are the leaks. Okay, so how do we fix the leaks? It's all about making a shift from chaos to control. And that means we have to move away from all that random reactive work and instead build a defined proactive process. Just look at the difference here. On one hand, you've got manual chaos. It's reactive, it's inconsistent, you just never really know what you're going to get. But on the other hand, you've got a system. Now we're talking. It's defined, it's proactive, and most importantly, it delivers predictable results. That is the goal. And this leads to a really simple, but honestly game-changing rule of thumb. If something happens more than twice, it needs a system. Just think about it. Following up on leads, sending appointment reminders, onboarding new clients, all the stuff you do over and over, it's time to stop reinventing the wheel every single time. Now, the secret sauce that powers this whole shift is something called workflow automation. It sounds fancy, but really it's just about using software to handle those repetitive tasks for you automatically. And the whole thing boils down to two really simple building blocks: triggers and actions. So let's break that down. This is where it gets really cool because once you understand the basic anatomy of an automation, you're going to start seeing opportunities for it everywhere. And like I said, it all comes down to two simple concepts: triggers and actions. Just think of it like a simple if this, then that statement. The trigger, that's your if. It's the event that kicks the whole thing off. The action, that's the then. It's what your system automatically does in response. If this happens, then do that. It's really that straightforward. And these triggers can be pretty much anything that happens in your business. A lead fills out your Facebook ad form, that's a trigger. Someone books a meeting on your calendar, yep, that's a trigger too. A customer replies to a text, a payment comes through. Each one of these can be the starting pistol for an automation. And the actions, well, that's what happens next. This is what the system does for you. It can instantly send a personalized email or text, create a new sales opportunity in your pipeline, assign that lead to the right person on your team, or even slap a hot lead tag on them, all of it happening automatically. Okay, theory is great, but let's make this real. We are going to follow the journey of one single lead from the very moment they see your ad on social media to the second they land perfectly organized right inside your system. So picture this. A potential customer is just scrolling through Facebook, they see your ad, they're interested, they click, fill out your lead form, and hit submit. That one single action right there, Facebook lead form submitted, that's our trigger. It's the spark that ignites the whole automated sequence. And you know what's wild? Building this bridge between Facebook and your system is a simple one-time setup. As you can see from these steps, it's mostly just about giving permission and telling the system where to put the lead's information. Once you connect it, that bridge is built, and it works for every single lead from that point on. And this is where the magic happens. The second that lead hits submit, the system takes over instantly. I mean, before you've even had a chance to check your notifications, a welcome text is already sent, a new card is created in your sales pipeline, the lead is assigned to a sales rep, and your team gets a notification on Slack. That lead is being engaged while they are red hot. And hey, don't think this is just a Facebook thing. No way! You can connect your entire digital world. An Instagram comment can trigger an automated DM. A form submission from TikTok can instantly notify a sales rep. A LinkedIn lead form can drop a new contact right into your pipeline. The principle is the exact same across all the platforms. So, why does all of this matter? What's the big picture? This brings us to the true, incredible power of building a system. It's about fundamentally changing how your business is able to grow. I mean, just take a look at this. Without systems, your client capacity hits a very hard ceiling. You're pretty much forced to just hire more people to handle more work. But with systems in place, that capacity just expands dramatically because the automation is doing all the heavy lifting. The impact here is absolutely massive. You could potentially handle 10 times the clients without needing 10 times the staff. Now, that is not just growth. That, my friends, is true scalability. It fundamentally changes the economics of your business. You're not just working harder, you're finally working smarter. So let's just bring it all together. By automating, you're not just getting more efficient, you're also improving your accuracy by getting rid of human error. This all leads to a faster, way better experience for your customers and for your business. It unlocks the holy grail, true scalability. And that is the ultimate payoff. So that leaves us with one final question to think about. I want you to take an honest look at your daily operations. Are you commanding a well-oiled machine, or are you just running around trying to contain the chaos? Because the answer to that question is going to determine your future growth. And hey, if you're sitting there wondering where to even begin with all this, there is a shortcut. Tools like GoHighLevel have something called Snapshots. They're basically pre-built automation templates for lead generation or appointment booking, you name it. You can install an entire proven system in just a few minutes, letting you go from chaos to control faster than you ever thought possible.